This is my second response to the video called Assyria, the Evil Empire. Uh, the more I watch this video, the more I realize that the person who made the video has no clue about the Assyrians. For example, he said in the video the name Ashur, he said Assur, and this is like dead wrong. If you don't know where the name Ashur came from and why the Assyrians named their cities and their kings after this name, and of course that's the god Ashur, this is where it come from, and you say it Assur, I think you shouldn't be talking about the Assyrians. The closest example I would say the word sure in English. If somebody has no clue about the English language, he will say sewer. But everyone in the English language know how to spell sure. So that was the similar mistake to what was he saying. Also, he mentioned King Shalmansar the third, and he say Shala man sir, and this is like he's trying to break the name to three parts so he can spell it the right way. And if you Google the name Shalmansar the third, you will find out that the original name was Shalmano, and it means the preeminent. So that again, he's has no knowledge about the name. That's why he said it wrong. Then he started talking about how Assyrian used to be very brutal and slaughter entire cities, women and children, and burn them alive. And this is of course not true because he contradicted himself in the video, and he says Assyrians used to practice deportation. They deport small percentage of the conquered city to other places. Then he talks about the 10 tribes of the Judaism that was deported by King Sargon the second, and this is of course true, historically happened, and they become Assyrian citizen. This is widely practiced by the Assyrian to add more people to their people, to meaning adding more citizen, even if they are not Assyrian. Now we have to remember one very important thing, ladies and gentlemen. At the time of Babylonia and Assyria, there were no laws, which means the rich can take over the poor, the powerful attack the weak and take over them. There were no law that guards or protect the people. It is worth to mention again that the first law was invented by the great king Hammurabi, and it was called the Codes of Hammurabi. It was the first law that protected the citizens from the rich and the powerful. And trust me, if you're powerful at that time, you're not more powerful than the king. And if you don't respect the law of the king, you don't respect the king. So the people and the rich people and the powerful people were obeying those laws because it's coming directly from the king. And what kind of law? It wasn't the perfect law. If you kill somebody, you will be killed. If you cut off the hand of somebody, your hand will be cut off. If you put out the eye of somebody, your eye will be put out, and the list goes on and on. So it was a harsh law in our standard, but trust me, that at that time, the world itself, it was harsh. Everybody was killing everybody, and they don't care, and the life was worth nothing. So who did the Assyrian actually killed? Assyrian used to go in a war, and before the war starts they used to give this opportunity to the soldiers. They understand the soldiers are the one is gonna fight, not the nobles or the rich people. They used to talk to the soldiers and tell them to surrender, and if they don't obey, then they will be punished. But again, the citizens, and especially the poor citizens of the city, will most likely will be deported. They will not be harmed or killed, and for that I want to thank one of the guys that he responded to my first video. I just want to tell him thank you for correcting me on the slavery thing. He said in his video, it's a great video, He says that the Assyrians did not actually have slaves. They used to add people to their people, meaning, again, growing the empire and making it big. And I just wanted to say that, and I was wrong, and I'm not embarrassed to say it. But those nobles who started all the troubles in those cities, they will be severely punished. And this is the difference between Assyria and other empires. You know, other empires, when they just go into a city that is in rebellion, they used to kill the soldiers and the citizen and give the chance maybe to the nobles to maybe leave or do something, you know. And not the Assyrians. The Assyrians understood that the one starts all the problems are the noble people, because the noble people are in charge, and they're in charge of the military, the economy, and everything in the city. So they're running the show, and the one who's running the show deserve more punishment than the poor citizen.